Hello people, back again after the last conference last night on this calendar. I still approved for me another conference chasing the appointment on this conference Friday 8 July 2022. Still speaking English for General International. Actually, this contact for chasing at last progress on yesterday. We'll continue about following my improvement. My appearance is the case supernatural on this millennium. My context said is definitely true, and 6661 for discovering they actually on right for the reward and also being registered to countries for that. I hope my voice is clear, okay, because I'm also still in conflict in here for my experience supernatural. Still using pleasure for me my sweet on this moment from friends. Peoples, my contact definitely sounded right. That's for beginning this reporting. And my contact definitely straight for the statement also, testimony. But about Alien Farm International, our status as alibi. For them, I mean, that's quite confusing on yesterday, and I want to make the conference, the statement for me, the response about that on this calendar. Friday, July 2022. Actually, it's about start to suspect identity. Context will include many peoples, and that also include governments, so countries. I don't know, that's quite confusing for me. My context say governments through Asia countries actually. Only one mediator with an Indonesia country for internet ID 6661 for discovering progress, contact happening. And that also about bullying happening for my contact happening. Yeah, this is truly confusing people. And that's also include United States since for that also, and also contacting also from Islam International, Islam Council also delegation about them get involved also or restrained on already live 6661 for discovering the experience telecommunications contemporary happening. I just made the resume, I mean the evaluations contact on yesterday through this moment calendar for changing my reject value to about my reward also, meaning going to be considered by you all. And that's also for next conversations with ALM Farm International about 666 on for discount propositions or meaning also claim discount free number in Go Vivo in the same time. People, I want to make my best for my reward. I mean, because this progress definitely been concentrated to my self, my experience as alibi to many people about this experience phenomena case supernatural on display. Since 2008 until this year 2022, and I'm being suggested to make conference by English speech also. Maximum for that to make translating for international to countries. The text says since last night, suspect definitely already being agreed as simply how we claim into the ID 666 on for this conference. Primer actually about ordinary life, ordinary experience 666 on for this conference. County Indonesia or local peoples from domestic County Indonesia, and chasing about that for the confusing status suspect identity also about Asia peoples or internet friendship. I think also about India also as similar with China or Indonesia peoples also suspect on the moment. But this about my experience as alibi for the moment. People get involved, make disturb about my ordinary life. Context significant for considerance start to suspect identity actually. As simply I will claim the ID 666 on local peoples. Ethnic local, customs local from country Indonesia. They think also about the government or economy for the need on the moment. And contact also significant. They make sound annoying on my ear, saying they're definitely local peoples also, government from Java Island also Jakarta, or delegation about them to local domestic neighborhood of my address, Town Medan, Sumatera Province, Indonesia country. I made the evaluations, the resumes about my experience contact with them on this moment again. It's Friday, 8 July 2022. I'm very not comfort. I'm being intimidated since last night, and the context that include also actually international connection of them. White-skinned peoples for about Jihuan Jamin or Big Benjang also from Town Medan. My address, domicile local, Sumatera Province, Indonesia. And for the last contact also, yesterday, still similar. Say for about the appointment 666 international already include actually to enter the ID 666 one per scouting. My 666 that's with alien farming also as international trust alibi for case supernatural with basic to claim it an ID 666 one per scouting. Human commanding goods from grave case on this progress that's already being recognized by countries that include also United States of America and Australia also, Indonesia country neighborhood, and also Islam world or Islam countries. Through about claim internet ID 666 on for discovering context very famous actually on worldwide since last year's 2020, 2018. 2015 until this 2022. Already been pioneering by me, independence, and definitely keep bullying, keep being intimidated by and now contact on the moment. Since 2008, actually, I'm pioneering this case, and for the last night, contact saying I'm definitely got my reward. Contact say until this morning for the car or region also through Asia 666 on for the scar framing with support for the title project Appointment 666 with international alien farming. Revision for about the 666 international and other, and being a starting point to project title BRI 666 actually or premier to project title BRI 666. That's for about also my parents Adi Bana Merdeka, and also still confusing because this context say still waiting from Indonesia county government for them, and also about the Stockholm or the committee project and also alien farming United States, and also context say about Islam countries also Arab and countries on Arabic also, and then also for about faith international, faith Shirat international, also about them. My context say 666 one for the scout remain definitely right for the statement on the last conference. Ellen Farming Stockholm faith international. That's also for BRI 666 or about reject reward to name one comment on the progress, the future. Okay, I will use my kapu, my faith for promote about my project also. My context say that also for about my project Appointment. I own a project, save logo, save ID project, faith with alien farming. For the moment, comes through. But soon or faith alien 666 utility. Still being confused for about the information for my conference also. My context say faith going to become true actually. General direction to alienate United States of America, but chasing also you can take happening say there's also from local government, from my government, county Indonesia also, there's also police as a committee, and also Asia peoples from the Mississippi County Indonesia also for the sponsor or committee contact also about faith alien 666 totalitarian. In same time, similar with that, information happening, and people still remember this experience definitive status telecommunications contemporary supernatural. I'm the pioneer for take risks about the conference and on reward for the improvement. Context alien fund does not exist. For me, the confirmations about claiming the ID 666 on this conference with countries international that also include Islam and also Asia countries, Japan and also another, and also United States and Europe also chasing at the moment confirmations next. 6661 for the scarf family since 2008 definitely being conspirate. I'm still poor people. I want to confirmation also, because my status as a premier victim is also about my pocket, about my ordinary job also being sabotaged. The text need to be confronted also for that, because this moment case supernatural investigation suspect identity also about ordinary job naming one for them. Going to be responsible, need to be evaluated, need to be resumed for about the progress. Context say there actually include people from regions, white skins, and also Asia in same time about Stockholm or my orange job as a meeting also. There's also Indonesia government, Indonesia country politics also. I'm quite confused for the information, but at the point need to be conference for about my orange job. Include with them, context say that about packet or my wallet as me. I'm definitely poor for about my own job. Being sabotaged and contact happening for evaluate about that. 666 1 scout remaining people. I'm very hope for this progress and contact keep our status still being mystery. Experience telecommunications, but it's supernatural, and I'm just single in here for caring about that. Definitely need to be wondered for that, because very rare, and I'm the one that on the risk to make this conference progress onto this calendar. That's for me. Friday, 8 July 2022. Still alone, and I already made my video courtesy and some about my interview with local peoples. You can find it on internet, YouTube. 6661 for the scarf with me. Get worried for this moment of bullying happening. Context 666 for the scarf remain definitive on chance for the reward or project, and I need to be optimist for make conference to stay until the realizations happening. My context here also I own status as politicians, young politician on my country, Indonesia, but I'm still on my curriculum vitae as pioneer for the existence case supernatural among social. That's the contact, okay. 6661 for the scarf remaining being support, definitive by the contact happening. Experience telecommunication supernatural. I believe for the premier, basically suspect is human commanding goods from here, which include also about religions, that's also Hindu, or meaning also local for their followers, such as also Jehovah Jawa, and also from Taumida, big Benjam ethnic on my neighborhood. 6661 for the scarf being contact also for about this moment suspect syndicate happening. It's also about the Indonesia political new manifesto or orientations terror also with Asia countries or Asia peoples. And quite confusing in the same time. 6661 for the scarf myself being sabotaged by the contact happening. So this actually also from white skinned peoples from United States of America or from Australia, white skinned peoples that actually for the on job naming one corner, my only job. For about also internet friendship on this day, such also Bigo APK for the premier pilot project zone territory performance of them. I'll remain in conference reporting on this morning again, people. I'm very hope are responsible because also this experience seems about many people also very random and also about the responsible giving reward also still confusing. And on this moment calendar actually Friday 2022 contextually our commitment actually, but I'm still being bullied for the experience happening, still being intimidated, being terrored, and contact quite scary. Say actually local people or government county Indonesia rejected my project to about my nominal reward, but I want to say this definitive Tolasan actually, and this case actually about phenomenon supernatural, definitive happening, definitive proof by people, not bluffing, not fake experience. That's include for filing about my sweet reward. I think there's need to be considered by you all, and also about my appointment include as one packet for explain about that, about my sweet reward on this case. Alien Family International appointment, or correctly about 666 one for discovery. Claim discovery number in Vivo, not fake 666. On relations appointment also with case supernatural, code bleeding, code Jihuang, code human commanding goods from dream. 666 on for discovery, meaning myself still poor because about that, about this case, case supernatural, my pocket being camouflaged, being conspiracy, and I want to say internet global friendship also definitely performs for about my claim about my statement. Case supernatural shown themselves on internet global friendship social media on this progress. That's also Bigo for the premier need to be proven also about their domiciliary residence contact performed also from county Indonesia experiment and also Asia countries. People, I want my reward. My project need to be considered. There's truly propositions, not fake. On basic reason for about this case, and also the appointment conversations with alien family already come through also. Based context only being contact to alien state, not the state of America, and also to alien movement angel. And there's also fake international as part for the moment case on this progress. Okay, I'm using for my capo again. My context need to be proven also because I'm definitely going to begin Stockholm for Faith International. Direction straight to alien state of the state of America, or perhaps context to myself as the chairman project also Stockholm International Faith Alien Family Appointment Declarations Money Logo 666 International on this millennium to feature. Okay, people, I want to say this experience also quite hard. I mean, for about patient also, girls, and also about sex. I know, context I need to report also for about that. And definitely being conspirator, being a bit good because of that. I'm still alone and still waiting for my fiancé. They say the girls probably also from Asia or from United States also, or Australia, white skin girls, white skin women, or Asia, China women, similar with that. My contact information say need to be confirmed, need to be report also about them for chasing the alibi for the moment that need to be followed also about this experience. Okay, definitely I'm a vaporizer on this moment, okay? And they say that's not dangerous and need to be proven also for me the project appointment comes through. 666 on the scarfing been confused since last night, since yesterday. But about my status, definitely good for this experience, people. And about my pocket also for explaining that. And contact still alibi for my case for this experience. Still big mystery, still courtesy for about that. I already made it. Some conversation, some interview, recording for that on YouTube. But still mystery for about the responsible. I want to make sweet about that on this moment. I want to report about that to you all, to international, I mean. For me, the progress, keep progressive, I mean, so can be achievement for the resolution international. I believe our conversation happening here. I believe the contact confirmations happen on the next. And I want to remind you for about the project, for about my reward. Definitely I'm being camouflaged for about my financial personal, my money. 6661 for discovery. Declare international case supernatural human commanding goes to grave. Satanic pentagram, Holy Spirit destiny on this day. Definitive sustain since yesterday until this moment calendar and already become appointment, contact information to alien family global. For appointment declaration extension my logo alien family set. Got symbol money 666 on international since this case happening. Revision about issue mark of the beast LFID 666 fake international was to be on display and already available because claim internet ID 666 on the scarf framing also. Contact alibi with alien T and alien fine another. There are definitive alibi for about my contact with peoples also. Internet shown about Asia peoples doing activity supernatural for explain about that, and also United States of America or American peoples also some videos, some internet on relations, performs or connections about contact supra with internet ID 6661 for the scouting. 6661 for the scouting meaning I'll say I'll remake my claim, and there's include about my reward and also about the case which I made on my claim. 22 trillion rupiah include appointment 666 decorations of my logo alien farming on this future millennium. The responsible suspect identity or on status near for become true for changing the neighborhood domicile, and also about the responsible reward or money. Contact also for about another victim premium on international. Contact say they're already contacting and already doing conversations with alien family, with Islam also, and also Asia countries about them, for about their status as victim also, besides 666 on discovering as the pioneer for the hearing case on the progress. So alien Tate United States of America, chairman for his project chef there, and already considers contact peoples for about the internet ID 666 on discovering peoples. I would say actually progressive, mobile, on internet social media. You can find me there. That's also on Google, and then also on Facebook also, and then also Pinterest and Twitter and MySpace also. I'm mobile there, and YouTube. You can type ID666 Pasi ICGM or ID Professor Connect. You just straight found me there. And contact saying also Bigo pick up for the last zone territory performs. I need that for explain about this case that's truly happened there. And I'll say also the Alien Farm International. You can reach me there for the confirmation, for the conversation next about human commanding goods and grave case, which I mean on my claim internet. Alien Farm International already being approved, being agreed by United States and also Islam and Asia also for status as trans-alien for improvement about claim internet ID 6661 for discovery, because also our relations very much for about conversations before with alien family about code human commanding goes to grave on millennium, for about code 666 going to become, going to arrive on millennium. Contact, interview, or the video on YouTube. 6661 for discovery support for this case, and also still supporting alien family guard also for the next appointment international uniforms interparallel supra. Good nationalitarium galactica. Alien family on appointment for promote their status as government to interparallel to interplanet. Good nationalitarium galactica. On appointment for about Mining Logo 666, their ambassador, the next proper centurion to millennium, for completing about the 6 pentagram Sultan, Holy Spirit destiny, and also Islamia, Sharia Islamia context need to be conferenced also, include also about that. Okay, people, so I want to say all, and I already made it on this moment calendar, Friday 8 July 2022. Still vaporizer also for my status to hold for the project or company international with alien Tate or alien mobile agent. People, this already happened since 2008, my pioneering, and this year is already 2022. Still poor, no money on my pocket, definitive I'm being conspired for about that. I can say that's all definitive, and I on alibi for that by asking peoples and also Asia peoples also about my old job and also by my kids. I just needed to promote about that, to make confirmations, conference about that. Thank you very much, and 6661 for discovering me for the last statement on this moment again. Actually, about the case supernatural human commanding goes to Greek. The 6th-day God was created human as similar with Trinity of Christianity. Actually, question for suspect on the moment. But about their claim, about their status, what say similar with God on Holy Book and religions. And our regard confirmations, context, supra, still for that. Alien Fire International will recognize claim it in the ID 666 on the government. Or will agree for about the statement. And this appointment already available because claim it in the ID 666 on the government. Appointment about Declarations, my logo 666 International, Alien Farm is self-ownership, context being supported by United States of America, definitive status as newcomer district province for United States of America. International America 666, and there's also about Islam World, Islam International for about Sharia Islamia 666 on this world. Context already changed for about claiming an ID 666 on the discovering definitive status revision mark of the beast international fake 666 on the be, and also being agreed, being support, being official by Alien Fund itself actually. The case supernatural meaning called human commanding goods in Greek called ethnic lookout from the moment, and also about the message of Pentagram Satan called Antichristus. A definitive success for that context already being signature, definitive, truly, not fake. There's all people. I want to say thank you very much to you all, and still reminding about my mind, my work. There's 22 trillion rupiah already sweet about that on internet global. My context already being registered, so countries for the code to happen. 666 one for the scout family. See you again on my next conference internet. That's already the reasons. God bless you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swantiasu Bodhi Satya. Stay with my feet, Kapo. Alien Farm International, definitive, my official. I'm insist for that because also about this appointment actually 666 in this world. Because human commanding goes in grave, because Holy Spirit destiny, with explanations, case struggling, phenomena, supernatural, which is state of living, called Jehovah, called 666.